What makes Jezebel one of the most notorious figures in the Bible? Her story is filled with drama, power struggles, and divine retribution, making her a fascinating character to study. From her royal lineage and marriage to King Ahab, to her relentless promotion of Baal worship, Jezebel's influence was profound and destructive. Her ruthless actions, fierce conflicts with prophets, and tragic downfall highlight the dangers of unchecked ambition and idolatry. Now let's explore the intricate details of Jezebel's life and legacy, and understand why her name remains synonymous with wickedness and immorality. Jezebel's royal lineage and marriage. Jezebel was the daughter of Ethbaal, the king of Sidon, a prominent Phoenician city. Her marriage to Ahab, the king of Israel, was a strategic political alliance that brought significant cultural and religious changes to Israel. This union marked the beginning of Jezebel's profound influence over Ahab and the kingdom. With her arrival, the worship of Baal, a Canaanite deity, was introduced into Israel, challenging the established worship of Yahweh. Jezebel's strong personality and fervent devotion to Baal led to the construction of temples and altars dedicated to this god, altering the religious landscape of Israel. This transformation set the stage for a deep religious conflict, as Jezebel's actions sparked tension between the followers of Yahweh and the new proponents of Baal worship. Her story is a compelling example of how personal influence can ripple through a nation, changing its cultural and spiritual fabric. Introduction of Baal worship. Jezebel was a fervent worshipper of Baal, a prominent Canaanite deity. Upon becoming queen, she passionately promoted Baal worship in Israel. Imagine the dramatic shift as temples and altars dedicated to Baal began to appear throughout the kingdom, altering the religious landscape. Jezebel's zeal for Baal was not just personal. She actively sought to impose this worship on the entire nation. This aggressive promotion included persecuting the prophets of Yahweh, leading to a significant and violent religious conflict in Israel. The prophets, who had long been the spiritual leaders of the people, now found themselves hunted and oppressed. Jezebel's relentless efforts to establish Baal worship created deep divisions as the followers of Yahweh resisted this forced idolatry. This intense religious struggle not only highlighted Jezebel's ruthless determination, but also set the stage for many dramatic confrontations, including those with the prophet Elijah. Her actions had long-lasting effects on the faith and culture of Israel, making her one of the most notorious figures in biblical history. Conflict with prophet Elijah. One of the most dramatic aspects of Jezebel's story is her fierce opposition to the prophet Elijah. Imagine the tension as Elijah, a lone prophet of Yahweh, boldly challenged the prophets of Baal to a contest on Mount Carmel. In a stunning display of divine power, Yahweh answered Elijah's prayer by sending fire from heaven to consume the offering, proving his supremacy. Despite this undeniable miracle, Jezebel remained defiantly unyielding. Instead of reconsidering her stance, she doubled down on her hostility, vowing to kill Elijah for humiliating her prophets and challenging her authority. This relentless pursuit forced Elijah to flee for his life, showcasing Jezebel's ruthless determination to maintain her grip on power and her commitment to Baal worship. Her conflict with Elijah highlighted the deep spiritual and political divide in Israel, as well as her unyielding nature. This enmity set the stage for further dramatic confrontations and underscored the perilous environment for those who dared to oppose Jezebel and her religious reforms. The Naboth vineyard incident. Jezebel's ruthlessness is vividly exemplified in the story of Naboth's vineyard. Picture King Ahab, desiring Naboth's beautiful vineyard that lay close to his palace, only to face Naboth's firm refusal to sell his ancestral land. Enter Jezebel, who, upon seeing her husband's dejection, devises a sinister plot to secure the vineyard. She orchestrates a scheme to falsely accuse Naboth of blasphemy against God and the king. Using her influence, she arranges for false witnesses to testify against Naboth, leading to his unjust execution by stoning. This cold-blooded act of manipulation and tyranny allowed Jezebel to seize Naboth's vineyard for her husband. Her actions highlight a deep disregard for justice and human life, driven by a relentless pursuit of power and control. The Naboth vineyard incident not only underscores Jezebel's cunning and cruel nature, but also illustrates the extent of her influence and the lengths she would go to achieve her goals. This event remains a powerful testament to her manipulative and tyrannical legacy, marking one of the darkest chapters in her story. Jezebel's influence on her children. Jezebel's influence extended far beyond her own lifetime, leaving a lasting mark through her children. Her daughter, Athaliah, carried on her legacy by marrying into the royal family of Judah and continuing to promote Baal worship. Imagine the significant impact this had on both the northern and southern kingdoms of Israel, as Athaliah's position allowed her to spread idolatry even further. Her reign was marked by the same ruthless determination and religious fervor as her mother's. This intergenerational influence entrenched idolatry deeply within the nation, causing ongoing spiritual conflict and deviation from the worship of Yahweh. Jezebel's legacy through Athaliah underscores the enduring nature of her impact, highlighting how her actions and beliefs were perpetuated through her offspring. The propagation of Baal worship by her children illustrates the powerful role of parental influence in shaping the spiritual direction of a nation. This continuation of idolatry through Jezebel's lineage left a profound and lasting effect on Israel, reinforcing the significant and often destructive power of her legacy. Prophecy and downfall. The prophet Elijah foretold Jezebel's gruesome death as divine retribution for her wicked deeds. Imagine the fear and tension as this prophecy loomed over Jezebel's reign. The prophecy came to fruition when Jehu, anointed by Elisha to be king, executed his bloody revolt. As Jehu entered Jezreel, Jezebel faced him defiantly from her window. Jehu ordered her to be thrown down, and her own eunuchs complied. Her body hit the ground with such force that it was left broken and battered. In a grisly fulfillment of Elijah's prophecy, dogs devoured her remains, leaving nothing to bury. This brutal end served as a stark reminder of the consequences of her relentless evil and defiance of God. Jezebel's downfall was not just a moment of political upheaval, but a divine act of justice, vividly illustrating the fulfillment of prophetic words. Her death marked the end of her tyrannical influence and served as a powerful warning against idolatry and wickedness. This dramatic conclusion to her story underscored the ultimate triumph of divine justice over human arrogance and cruelty. Legacy and cultural impact. Jezebel's name has become synonymous with wickedness and immorality. Throughout history, she has been vilified as a symbol of seduction and deceit. Her story continues to resonate, influencing cultural perceptions of powerful women. Jezebel is often cited as a cautionary tale against the dangers of unchecked ambition and idolatry. Her legacy has impacted literature, art, and popular culture, where she is portrayed as the archetypal femme fatale. This enduring image reflects the deep-seated fears and biases about women's power and influence. Her actions and the resulting consequences have served as warnings throughout generations about the perils of manipulating power for personal gain and turning away from righteous paths. The story of Jezebel remains a powerful narrative that explores themes of authority, morality, and divine justice. Her impact endures as a reminder of the destructive potential of immoral leadership and the importance of staying true to one's faith and principles. This legacy continues to shape discussions on leadership, ethics, and the role of women in society, making Jezebel a timeless figure of intrigue and caution. And that concludes our exploration of the infamous Queen Jezebel and her profound impact in the Bible. Her story serves as a powerful reminder of the consequences of unchecked ambition and idolatry. If you found this deep dive into Jezebel's life intriguing, be sure to subscribe to Glorious Gospels for more biblical stories and insights. Don't forget to like this video and share it with others who might find it fascinating. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more enlightening content.